Hey y'all, it's your girl Gina here with my wonderful husband, Bryan. So I have a couple questions for you. As a new barber, well, you're not really new. Been in the business how long?
4 years.
4 years.
Well, it'll be 4 years in June.
We're on our way to work. So what do you feel like made a difference in you starting, or what do you think was like something that was great that happened when you started, or what do you feel like you could have did differently starting out?
I would have to say the hardest thing probably was just learning how to cut. Being new into the barber industry and learning how to just cut hair was one of the hardest things. It took me a long time to realize you can't cut everybody's hair the same way. You can have the same technique, but everyone's hair is different. And so understanding just, okay, I can learn a technique, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna use the same guard on someone with real thick, coarse hair, or as I would with someone with like really curly hair. And so just learning that, and then knowing what was the right price to charge my clients. Being that I was a new barber, I know a lot of barbers nowadays, I think the going price for just let's just say a regular haircut is like $45.
Not that it's right for everybody, but what was right for you? Or do you feel like it was right for you?
So of course, starting out, you cutting as many heads as possible, and possibly you're going to be cutting for free. And I had to be okay because I needed heads to cut, and so it really wasn't me cutting it for free because I was getting something out of it. I was getting the practice, and then I noticed that I had gotten much faster with cutting, and so I was okay with charging what I charge right now. And I do add-ons, and so I had to gain confidence in my worth. And I noticed a lot of times when you're new to barbering, you're thinking your worth is not that great, especially if you're just brand new into barbering and really learning the trade of cutting hair and not just cutting what you know. And so then I realized it really didn't matter about the price. It was more so how can I get people to come to me regularly? And so I had to start focusing on that, which is customer service.
I know we're in a time where everybody's like, oh, charge your worth, but are you able to retain those people on a regular basis? And that's what you really want to do, be able to keep people no matter what's going on, whether they lose a job or not. That doesn't mean you have to, settle for pennies. But, I mean, think about it easily. If you can get a cut done in like 20 minutes, it's easy to turn around and now add a beard charge, add a shampoo charge. He knows how to color. He knows how to do all these different things. And a lot of times when people hear the lower price first and then they start hearing add-ons, they actually don't realize how much they're spending. So I'm not telling you not to charge what you want to charge, but know your area. And even though I can get somebody in for a $50, $60 cut, one, will they stay with me and not move around to whoever is the cheapest at the time, but also will they be able to stick with me when they get laid off, when something changes with their child care, when something changes like a pandemic. You have to be able to know that people will stay with you regardless of what's going on. I may not be able to afford a $150 cut every 2 weeks and I'm laid off, so I'm not going to come in. But I may be able to deal with a $40 cut.